All right, today's vlog for the Fatigue to Fitness, can't get that backwards, is all about fueling today. I don't normally measure cereal, but I'm grabbing a quick cereal before I head out. Whoa! Trying to do that with one hand. Ill-advised. But yeah, this puts me, that's 2.5 servings, so what's that? About 400 and something. We got cleanup crew here. Let's go ahead and just, get that out to. Good boy. So we got 400 and something calories. I'll put some almond milk on there, get it close to 500. And then I've got some turkey sandwich in the car. I'm going to have a little bit on the way up. This is to bring with me on the hike. We got 4 of these 90-gram gels. This is 500 grams of carbs and a little protein. Sometimes, like, only carbs, I get, a little funky feeling, a little dizzy. So I bring this just in case. I have pickle juice for salt if I need it, although I really feel like my salt sweat rate, or my salt levels in my sweat are very low, I guess you could say. I do sweat a lot. I'm bringing 2 of these, mostly empty. I'll fill them up out there with the water that's out there. But yeah, these 2 bottles combined, 3 liters. And I'll consume at least that today. Because I'm going somewhere in 6 to 6.5 hour range, going uphill almost the whole way. All right, gotta have some apple juice too. Just documenting it all here.
Don't give me that look. Sorry, I had to tape it.
All right, chugging it straight out of the bottle. What is that? 219 grams. Nice work. About 100 calories. All right, I got my Master of Puppets going. And in the car, I've got Jimmy John's giant Turkey Tom Slim. So it's literally just turkey and bread. And then the mustard from episode 1, as you may recall, is going to go on that sandwich. Pretty plain, but by the time I choke that down with the 600 calories I've already had, maybe a little bar with that, hopefully I'm getting close to 1,500 calories. And we'll have plenty more discussions on the walk about why I'm trying so hard to get all these calories in. It certainly helps for fatigue. All right, been hiking an hour and 15 minutes. Kind of all in the trees. This is the first opportunity to get up and look at the surrounding areas. I'm headed up that way. It's gonna be my toughest day for sure. But some clouds, but I don't think they look too stormy, so I want to keep going up. No big deal, just a moose. Look at that thing, massive, absolutely massive. Oh. Another boring day out on the trail. too winded to do too much talking on the way up. But I just wanted to say that, exercise and doing too much of it is actually one of the common causes and triggers of chronic fatigue, especially in health conscious people, because health conscious people are almost always restricting their diet to some extent, usually macros, calories, meat, whatever. And that's why recovering from chronic fatigue and to prevent chronic fatigue, you got to fuel properly. And fueling properly is providing the carbohydrates and calories in particular that your body needs to fuel this exercise. And if you don't provide it, it has no choice but to get it out of your body, liberating glycogen, stored carbohydrate, breaking down proteins, and liberating body fat, which everybody wants to liberate body fat and burn fat and get leaner, but it's best to just focus on fueling your fitness properly and let the weight sort itself out on its own. So anyway, long story short, so that I can turn this video off and keep hiking up this mountain, trying to get in over 3,000 vertical today. It's really the body's mechanism for freeing up that fuel that you're not providing is the glucocorticoids. Glucose and glucose, we're talking basically stress hormones, and a lot of exposure to those stress hormones is kind of what fries the nervous system in chronic fatigue to begin with. And so, exercise is this incredibly powerful tool for health and for finding your way out of chronic fatigue. But it's really important to fuel it properly. So, I'm hiking 6 hours today, burning at least 500 calories an hour. That's conservative. That's 3,000 calories. I eat 3,000 calories a day just for basic maintenance, when I'm doing no activity at all. So that's 6,000 calories. I've got to get that in today somehow to fuel this. So anyway, I'm almost 2 gel packets down, and I got lots more bar nibbling to do on the way down when I'm not breathing so hard. But don't judge exercise negatively or say exercise is how I fucked myself up in the first place. I'm not doing that. How's it gonna cure my fatigue? Hey, properly fueled exercise is magic. It's way less stressful on your body. You recover faster. You sleep better after. You get way less malaise in the days following a hard exercise session like this. And you adapt to the exercise stimulus and get fitter faster. So anyway, I better shut up before I keel over. But see if I can grind another hour up this and put in my biggest day vertical gain wise that I've done probably in 15 plus years. Oh, snowy out here. There were a few flurries early also. Perfect t-shirt weather. Well, I am but a mere mortal. I don't know if you can see up there, but that little spot there is called the keyhole. I hope to get there saw online most people were taking a little over 7 hours to get up and back, and so I gave myself 3.5, which looks like 4 hours and 15. So yeah, I've been hiking for 320 uphill continuously the whole way, so that's good enough for me. I'm probably 3,300 feet of elevation gain, so time to come down. Yeah, it's gonna be chilly going down without the hill to keep me warm. But yeah, just, you know, summarizing it really quickly and giving some good recommendations that, you know, a person could take from this video and actually deploy in their real life. I'd say the perfect amount of carbs during hard exercise being, you know, upper zone 2 and above, around the lactate threshold, which for most people is going to be like 140 beats a minute. If you're a little younger, maybe 150, somewhere in there. If you're exercising at that level of intensity, you know, it's time to really carb up, especially if you're trying to recover from fatigue. And take carbs roughly every 20 minutes. And the total amount you should take in a perfect world, if you can stomach it, and you won't be able to starting out, it takes a little practice, a little gastrointestinal training to be able to do it. But you probably want to be at about 1 gram of carbohydrates per pound of muscle mass that you have. You know, my digital scale, which I don't trust that much, but it tells me I got about 150 pounds of muscle mass. So I kind of view the ideal for someone of my size to be able to hit 150 grams of carbs per hour. And the harder the exercise, you know, the closer you need to be to that 150, or, you know, your gram per pound per hour. And that's it. You know, I'm going to walk downhill now, and, you know, not going to be consuming anywhere near the amount of carbs I did on the way up, because my heart rate's going to be like 105 probably. I don't wear a heart rate monitor, but I have a pretty good feel for where I'm at most of the time. And yeah, I'm not burning through a ton of carbs, you know, cruising down. So anyway, hopefully something useful from this video, and if not, I mean, at least it was beautiful. Beautiful and mooseful. Ptarmigan. I haven't seen one of these in forever. He'll be all white soon. Whew. Oh, and final word. As I was chewing this Lara bar on the way down, I was reminded that, you know, a lot of people will probably be like, oh, I need to eat carbs while I'm exercising. I'll bring rice and bread and fruit and, you know, candy bars. I've been chewing on this thing for like 8 minutes, you know, like, and that's going downhill. Going uphill, breathing harder, like, there's just no way. I mean, the gels are just incredible. And it's just one slurp, gulp, boom, 30 grams or more. I mean, you can really, you know, get it down, and it doesn't interrupt your breathing. You're not going to choke on it. I mean, this is just obnoxious. Trying to fucking eat this thing while I'm walking. Like I said, I'm going downhill, not even breathing hard. Hey, little feller. Oh yeah. Getting in right at dark. Some leaves over there. And Mr. Moon popping out up there. Where is that thing? Can't even see it on this thing. Homemade hash browns. About 40 grams of olive oil. Go crazy with that. Couple of grated potatoes. Potatoes in the pan. Spread them out. 3 slices of Dave's bread. A little drizzle of olive oil. Toast it up. Another 300 calories or so with some honey or jelly on there. A little more oil. Just a splash for the egg white. The first of what will likely be a couple of Kool-Aids. The flip. Kool-Aid number 2. Beautiful. Egg flip. And that's it. About 300 calories of Kool-Aid. Call it maybe 400 with the oil and honey on there. And then another 600 here. At least maybe 700. Call it 1,400 for the meal and 5,500 for the day.